Hello, everyone. This is Matt Miller, Dean of Online Instruction. Just wanted to pass along a couple of reminders to you and maybe some ideas and suggestions as you make your preparations to move your content from Blackboard into Canvas and start preparing for our transition to the Canvas Learning Management System. Remember, we will be leaving Blackboard for good on December 31st of this year, which will be officially replaced by our Canvas Learning Management System. Some of you have already attended the workshops or even teaching some classes in Canvas now, and so hopefully that is going well for you. And for the rest of you, we will certainly want to assist you in making sure that your material is moved in a way that which you can access it later on or be able to have that material available for your classes. So just wanted to offer up a couple of suggestions for you. Number one, now is the time to start really evaluating your courses in Blackboard as far as what material you wish to move over to Canvas. Now, I've created a video a few months ago that shows you how to move your material from Blackboard and import it into Canvas. And I'll be accompanying the link to that video with this video as well in an email. But I want to make sure that some of you are also making plans to just really realize that come December 31st, we will no longer have Blackboard. So you will not be able to access it after the new year. And I know that's going to be kind of a difficult thing to let go for some of you. So that's why I'm telling you now, let's start making this plan to get our material off of Blackboard, that which we think we'll need for later use. I do want to offer up an alternative to you that Blackboard actually has out there now, which will allow you to store your course content on a Blackboard site. So you'll be able to move your content from your Blackboard at Navarro College and actually store it temporarily on a site that Blackboard provides. It's called CourseSites, and if you go out to www and then .CourseSites, CourseSites.com, CourseSites.com, you'll notice that it takes you to a page where you can create a free account. This free account is very easy to create. You'll obviously create an instructor account here. Enter your name, your first and last name, email address, your school, as well as a username and password that will get you into CourseSites. And what it does is it allows you to create up to 5 course sites or 5 course shells, if you will, that can contain the information that you import from the exported Blackboard course at Navarro College. So, in other words, it'll just allow you to store up to 5 courses on this server and take it off of Navarro College's server whenever we're done. And you can do this at any time, preferably before December 31st, when we no longer will have access to our Blackboard system as we know it. So, to create your account, again, you go to sign up as an instructor, and then, of course, you enter your information here, and as well as your security information, password, and so on. And then once you're done, you'll have yourself an account. Make sure you have that information handy and keep it handy, because you're going to want to be able to access this later on. And then you can actually log into CourseSites using the username that you've provided, as well as a password. Now, it is important to note that if you do forget your password for CourseSites, it's nothing that the service desk, myself, or anyone else can really help you with. You'll have to contact Blackboard's CourseSites support in order to do that. You'll find that on the login page to be able to get your password reset if that's necessary. My suggestion is when you create it, write it down somewhere, keep it in a safe spot where you don't share it with anyone. That way only you will have it. Put it on your phone, whatever you need to do to keep that information confidential but findable later on. So once you have that information together, then you can create yourself, again, up to 5 course shells here. So to create a course, just click the Create the Course area there and click Create New Course, and then give your course a name. So for example, if you may have an Education 2301, whatever course it is, you can call it whatever you want. Same thing with the ID. always put the word master or demo or something like that. So that way I'll know what it is exactly along with the actual course. I would export a course for each section if I were you in order to create the empty course shell that you can use to import your material into. So once you have that information done, just click Save and Continue. It's going to ask you to invite students, but this is going to be a course more for storage than it is for anything else. And so you don't have to invite any students here. Just click Customize Course, and you'll notice that it takes you straight into an empty course shell that looks very, very much like what you're familiar with in Blackboard as it is. So what you can do next is then move your course materials from Blackboard into this empty course shell. Okay, so if I switch over here to Blackboard, I'm going to go ahead and log in. This is the Navarro College Blackboard. So if I go ahead and choose my information here to log into, there we go. You'll notice that I've got a Online Education 2301 course setting out here. I'm going to use it as an example. So I'll just grab it, and there's information here that I want to be able to move to my course for storage. All I need to do really here is go down to the Packages and Utilities area in the Control Panel area. And many of you have exported course materials before, so this is nothing new. You choose Export Archive Course and then Export Package. Okay. Now, one of the things that you're going to want to make sure you pay attention to is you're only going to be able to move only up to 1 gig worth of content. So if you've been copying materials over from semester to semester and year to year, then you may have exceeded that 1 gig limit. To quickly check that, what you need to do is click on Manage Package Contents here in this area. And here I can see the current size of this package is only 200.6 kilobytes, which is very, very small. Again, the maximum is 1 gig. If it was exceeded 1 gig, it would actually be in red and it would show you, you've exceeded the 1 gig there. What you would have to do then is to go down and select the things that you don't want to move. And when you do that, notice how the file size gets very, very small all the way down to 0 if I select everything. But you will obviously have a lot more stuff in your courses. So again, just get it under 1 gig. And then you're ready to go ahead and just select all of the content you want to move and then click Submit. Okay. Again, it can take up to a minute or so, depending on the size of the information that you have in your course, to actually be able to move the content into an exported file package. But what I do is once if the action is running, I can click my refresh key, and then you'll see that the zip file appears here as a link. So I'm using Google Chrome. So what I need to do is right click over the link here and then save link as, and then notice that it's going to ask me where I wish to save this to. Now I could rename this as my EDUC 2301 master course or whatever. Whatever I wish to name it, I can name it and then click Save. And it's going to save it to my machine. Okay, so I've successfully exported a zipped file package from my course in Blackboard, and now it's being stored on my computer. In order to then complete the process, what I need to do is I can get out of Blackboard here, and I can switch back over to my course in CourseSites, and this time I'm going to go down to my Packages and Utilities area, and as you might have guessed, I'm going to import package here. Okay, so I'm inside the course and I choose Import Package, and then it's going to ask me to then browse my computer and locate that particular course. And remember, I renamed it to EDUC 2301 Master. So once I've selected that, I can click Open, and I can then choose Select All, and it's going to move all of this content now into this course. All right, so it'll give you a little receipt up here telling you that it's running, it's waiting, it's ready to go, or it's complete. Just be patient with it. You can hit your refresh key here, and you can see then that your material is making its way into the course as we speak. So the material should be here just like we had it over there. So once you've done that, then just remember to stay make sure you keep your username and password handy for CourseSites, and then you'll be able to move that material over, go in and evaluate what you're going to keep, what you're going to get rid of, and then move it from Blackboard into Canvas. But again, this is just an alternative for you to have that information using CourseSites.com then to store material. So I hope that makes some sense to you. If you do have questions, of course, you can give me a call. I will be providing some small set of instructions along with this video, and remember, I'll also be sending you a video showing you how to move items from Blackboard and import them into Canvas. So again, I hope this is helpful to you, and good luck with your transition. Thanks a lot.